Hey, Wildcats, today we're at journal page 44, solving equations by completing the square. Completing the square is a process of rewriting a quadratic expression as a perfect square trinomial, so that it can be solved by taking square roots. Steps to complete the square for expression x squared plus bx. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to add b divided by 2 squared. Okay, which then can be factored as x plus b divided by 2 times x plus b divided by 2, which can be written as x plus b divided by 2 squared. Okay? Now, steps to solve x squared plus bx equals c by completing the square. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add b divided by 2 squared here, but because of the equality, what you do one side, you have to do the other side. So we need to add b divided by 2 squared to this side. Okay. Now, this factors to be x plus b divided by 2 times x plus b divided by 2, which equals c plus b divided by 2 squared. Now, this can be written as x plus b divided by 2 squared equals c plus b divided by 2 squared. Now, we're trying to solve for x. We're going to take the square root of both sides. Remember, that's plus or minus. Now, the square root cancels the squared, so you're left with x plus b divided by 2 equals plus or minus the square root of c plus b divided by 2 squared. Now, our last step is we're going to subtract b divided by 2 from both sides. This becomes 0. You get x equals negative b divided by 2 plus or minus the square root of c plus b divided by 2 squared. Okay, let's take a look at the first example. All right, so to complete the square, we're going to add 48 divided by 2 squared, which is x squared plus 48x plus 24 squared which is x squared plus 48x plus 576, which can be factored as x plus 24 times x plus 24, which can be written as x plus 24 squared. All right, go ahead and finish up example 1. All right, let's take a look at example 2. Okay, so we're going to start by adding negative 16 divided by 2 squared, which is x squared minus 16x plus negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8 squared So then that's x squared minus 16x plus 64, which can be factored as x minus 8 times x minus 8, which can be written as x minus 8 squared. All right, go ahead and finish up example 2. All right, example 3. So we're going to start by adding 2 divided by 2 squared, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1 squared, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1, which can be factored as x plus 1 times x plus 1, which can be rewritten as x plus 1 squared. All right, go ahead and finish up example 3. Our example 4, we're going to start by adding negative 28 divided by 2 squared. So then that's x squared minus 28x plus negative 14 squared, which that's x squared minus 28x plus 196, which can be factored as x minus 14 times x minus 14, which can be written as x minus 14 squared. All right, go and finish up example 4. All right, example 5. Now we're solving the equation by completing the square. So the first step is we're going to add 8 divided by 2 squared to both sides. Okay, which that's x squared plus 8x plus 4 squared equals 9 plus 4 squared. Well, that's x squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 9 plus 16. This can be now factored as x plus 4 times x plus 4 equals 25. Well, we can write this as x plus 4 squared, which equals 25. Now, we're going to take the square root of both sides. Remember, square root's plus or minus. The square root cancels the squared, so you're left with x plus 4 equals plus or minus 5. Subtract 4 from both sides. So x equals 5 minus 4, which is 1, and x equals negative 5 minus 4, which equals negative 9. Okay, go ahead and finish up example 5. All right, let's take a look at example 6. So we're going to start by adding negative 6 divided by 2 squared to both sides. Okay, so then that's x squared minus 6x plus negative 3 squared equals 6 plus negative 3 squared. So that's x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals 6 plus 9. This can be written as x minus 3 times x minus 3 equals 15. Well, that can be written as x minus 3 squared equals 15. Take the square root of both sides. Remember, plus or minus. So then the square root cancels the square to get x minus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 15. Add 3 to both sides. That becomes 0. You get x equals 3 plus or minus the square root of 15. So you can write that as x equals 3 plus square root of 15 and x equals 3 minus square root of 15. All right, go and finish up example 6. All right, example 7. Okay, we're going to start by adding 7 divided by 2 squared to both sides. Okay, so that's x squared plus 14x plus 49 divided by 4, which equals 5 plus 49 divided by 4. Okay, so then that can be written as x plus 7 divided by 2 times x plus 7 divided by 2 equals 5 plus 49 divided by 4 is 69 divided by 4. Now this can be written as x plus 7 divided by 2 squared equals 69 divided by 4. We're going to take the square root plus or minus of both sides. Okay, so then you get x plus 7 divided by 2 equals, and I'm going to write it like this, equals plus or minus the square root of 69 divided by the square root of 4. Okay, and then we're going to subtract 7 minus 2 from both sides. This becomes 0. You get x equals, and let's go ahead and put the negative in front. So it's negative 7 divided by 2 plus or minus the square root of 69 is just leave it as the square root of 69 divided by the square root of 4 is 2. So this can be written as negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 69 divided by 2. All right, go ahead and finish up example 7. All right, example 9. Solve the equation by completing the square. So now this one's unique in that we've had a 1 here in every other problem except for this one. So this one we need to factor out the 9 first. So that becomes 9 times 1x squared plus 2x equal to 40. Now we can complete the square here. So we're going to do plus 2 divided by 2 squared. But we need to add that to this side, but we have to multiply it by 9. So it's plus 9 times 2 divided by 2 squared. Okay, so then that becomes 9 times x squared plus 2x plus 2 divided by 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1, equals 40 plus 9 times 1. So this can be written as 9 times x plus 1 times x plus 1 equals 49. And so then this can be written as 9 times x plus 1 squared equals 49. Now, the next thing we're going to do is divide both sides by 9. That divides and becomes 1. You get x plus 1 squared equals 49 divided by 9. going to take the square root of both sides, plus or minus. That cancels. You get x plus 1 equals, the square root of 49 is 7. So that's plus or minus 7. The square root of 9 is 3. Last step is we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. So you get x equals, now I'm going to go and put the negative 1 in front. So it's negative 1 plus or minus 7 divided by 3. Well, in order to combine these, we need to have the same denominator. Well, we can write 1 as 3 divided by 3. So this can be written as negative 3 divided by 3 plus or minus 7 divided by 3. So x equals negative 3 plus 7 divided by 3, which is 4 divided by 3. And x equals negative 3 minus 7 divided by 3, which equals negative 10 divided by 3. All right, go ahead and finish up example 9. And go and start working on your assignment and have a wonderful Wildcat day.